Hello!
Hello!
We are Annie and Konstantin. Actually, no, I said that part last time.
Time moves quickly here. Hello!
Hello!
We are Annie and Konstantin, and you're watching another episode of...
Updates.
It is a wonderful warm Wednesday out there, and this week we didn't get to shoot actually that much mostly because Annie's body decided to shut down oxygen delivery, which is a weird thing her body does.
It's kind of nice because breathing is one of those things you just kind of take for granted, you know? And I'm learning a lot about privilege right now. The great upside to this breathing situation is that all things Konstantin and Ahi smell like eucalyptus now, because eucalyptus is one of those scents that just kind of clean out your breathing mechanisms and make breathing easier, which is super cool and also awful because we've smelled a lot of eucalyptus in the past few days. So we've cultivated it's kind of a signature KA scent now. We'll probably work on our scent profile some more before we start putting out a signature KA aromatherapy. We actually are planning on shooting while this video is being posted tomorrow and getting everything done until Sunday still.
Because we decided to release our creative weird content not on Mondays but on Sundays from now on. On Sunday you've basically seen all that the internet has to offer you for a week, and then we just post a video and be like, BAM! And now the internet is interesting again because we posted something in it on Sunday, and you have the whole Sunday to watch it and rejoice and send it to all of your friends. What?
That was just a lot less delightful than you off the cuff.
Don't question my delightfulness.
Well, you are as delightful as you feel. I can't breathe, so I'm not delightful. But adorably pathetic, for sure. But to all the people who are relying on our Monday videos as your rare glimpse of joy and light on the drab, terrible day that comes after the beautiful, sweet, sweet weekend, we say, never fear. Because starting right now, we are implementing some new things with Konstitution and Ahi.
New is always better. New is always better.
You do realize you're quoting the whole, like, How I Met Your Mother segment now, right?
Not on purpose. It wasn't a How I Met Your Mother quote on purpose. It was a How I Met Your Mother quote by chance. I hate How I Met Your Mother.
Don't say mean things on the internet. That's not what the internet is for. Starting right frickin' now, we are going to supply you with beautiful, gorgeous, marvelous, exciting, so many great adjectives. Artsy, creative stuff. Every Monday still. But not from us, because we're not the only people making good things. There's so many people making good things out there and you need to be aware of them, so we're going to show them to you every Monday.
Usually a movie. That's why we call it Movie Monday. It's a hashtag in case you
we're not going to, however, use hashtags on Facebook because hashtags on Facebook are evil and made of the devil. I feel strongly about this.
But wait! There's more! We don't only want to entertain you, we also want to make you smarter and more interesting people. That's why we are going to post stuff that is somehow smart and relevant and interesting, be it articles or TED Talks or crayon pictures that made us think. And that's why we call it Think Piece Friday, because we want to edify you.
All of the Movie Monday and Think Piece Friday awesomeness will be happening both on Facebook and Twitter, so those are even more reasons to follow us on either of those platforms or home if you're carrying our groceries or cupcakes or puppies. So the great lesson this week, which we learned whilst covering every surface in eucalyptus oil and having way too much fun with saline solution. That sounds dirty.
Comes to you from the great Shigeru Miyamoto.
That sounded good. Say that again.
Shigeru Miyamoto, the famous Japanese creator of Mario and Donkey Kong and Zelda. He said a wonderful, wonderful thing. A delayed game will be good eventually, but a bad game is always going to be a bad game. So that's why we're not very fretting that we didn't get to shoot anything so far.
Konstantin has been really, really good about like telling me to like not feel bad for not being able to breathe and being terrible at my job right now because for some unknown reason he wants to keep me alive rather than make a video this Sunday. So if there's like a delay even more, it's his fault, but I'm probably still alive.
Which is that bad of an outcome.
I think that's probably preferable to the alternative. To it not being your fault, but me being dead. No.
What? This is how it's written, Think Peace Friday. But we won't show that. These are my pants. These are my fingers, actually. I have 10 of them.
Are you allergic to eucalyptus? Because that'd be really funny. It would be a very tragic sort of story. Shakespeare would have a field day. Shakespeare had so many field days.
Where did Shakespeare go on field days? Having much ado about nothing? It's not that funny.
I'm very sensitive.
Hello.
Hi.